Hola from Vallarta, Mexico. That's what the locals call it. They don't call it really Puerto Vallarta, they call it Vallarta. Just a little insider's tip. I know I sound a little raspy today. I was in a club the other night that kept pumping fake smoke in, and it started to cough. And then the next day I walked by a bunch of buildings that there was really serious mold. So I don't know if I'm getting a cold or if it's just like my body getting used to the new environments. I'm sorry, I'm sitting at a coffee shop and I looked over at this gentleman and he's got like 5 hickeys on his neck. Anywho, yeah, I'm sitting in a cute little coffee shop. I just got done having shockwave therapy done on my feet and ultrasound done on my knees. If you listened to my last podcast, I talked about how I didn't realize I was going to become a medical tourista being here. But when I did similar therapy on just my foot and like a few sessions on my knee, it cost $2,000 US, to where she's doing both of my feet and both of my knees for altogether should be about $200 US. So it's quite amazing. I feel very blessed to be in a place where not only can I afford to have the things done that I need to have done, but I also have money left over for fun things. Gracias, which is the first time in my life. So very, very blessed for this experience in so many ways. You know, when I look back at it, most of you don't know, or maybe you do, I'm a quarter Mexican. And the Mexican side of my family owned a Mexican restaurant in North Platte, Nebraska called the La Casita. So I grew up, you know, looking at those velvet pictures on the wall, you know, of like the Aztec guy, you know, carrying the woman up the temple, and, you know, the sombreros on the wall and the maracas. And I remember feeling a deep sense of pride of being, you know, part Mexican. And at the time, it wasn't something to be celebrated. Like, my father was kind of a self-hating Mexican. And I remember him saying derogatory things about Mexicans the majority of my life. And so I learned very quickly to kind of squash that pride, I guess. I've always loved Mexican food. I've always loved Mexican men. I'm a huge salsa dancer. Like, it's in my blood. You know, I found out that actually the Mexican side of my family, my great-great-grandmother is from Chihuahua, and she was found abandoned in a train car with like 6 of her siblings. Another family member adopted them, and they already had like 10 kids or something like that. It was kind of crazy. Turns out she had some pretty severe mental health issues, and that she had a couple babies die before she made it to the United States. My great-great-grandfather is from a place I don't recognize in Mexico, but I guess he died, a double amputee and blind from diabetes. You know, I was actually hoping to get residency, you know, with the fact that I am Mexican, but there's no birth certificates for these folks. It's long gone. So that won't work. So I'm going to have to go about it a different way. And yes, I do want to set up residency. So I'm going to have to come back to Colorado, visit my son, of course, grab some stuff out of storage. But I want to start the visa process. But I can't even tell you how happy I am on the dance floor. Like, it's crazy. So along the boardwalk, there was a restaurant playing, I think it was the Bee Gees. And I'm walking to head to the salsa dancing place, and I see this couple, and they're kind of boogieing along as they dance, and I do the same thing. So I kind of joined them. Next thing I know, they're chatting me up. The wife takes my backpack, sits it down, hands me to her husband, and we start doing cumbia right there in the middle of the boardwalk. And he was like giggling, and I had such a big grin on my face, and I walked away from that experience just so blessed. Like, I can't get over it. Like, the music and the pulse of this place is just right in the rhythm of who I am. And then I went salsa dancing with there was only like 4 guys there, but they were all amazing dancers. And I just went home with such a big grin on my face. Like, my face hurts from smiling so much. You know, the beach, the ocean, the food, and the incredible women I've met here. Like, I'm just so full. Like, my heart is just so full. Stay tuned.